Living in Spain, an instruction guide on how to live the best Spanish life. While living in Spain as expat can be an exciting adventure for any expat, it can also be a stressful time as you reorganize your new life and plan to settle down in an unfamiliar country. As you are aware, there are many things that you need to take care of, such as residency paperwork, maintaining healthcare, and being familiar with the local and federal laws. As a top destination for many expats, Spain has many things to offer, such as beautiful weather, the beautiful Spain flag, and a lifestyle that remains relaxed and healthy all year. With a growing amount of expats living in Spain, the Spain population will also continue to grow. Just like we see in many other countries, there will be pros and cons that come along with living in them. For Spain, the number of pros outweighs the number of cons. Pros. Your dollar goes further. For retirees, having your dollar go further is something you should always be considering. Not only do you want your income to stretch, but you should also make sure that it is able to provide you with a lifestyle that is more comfortable than before. It is not difficult to get to Spain. No matter which region of Spain you decide to settle in, you will have no problem accessing them from other areas. With a reliable train system, your ability to get where you need to be will take no time at all. Not only that, but there are many ways to stay connected with Spain when you do travel beyond the borders. Spain's culture is diverse and rich. Enjoying Spanish cuisine is one way to enjoy the culture along with a great tasting bottle of wine. As you enjoy your meal and wine, you may be sitting in a place that has a rich history that dates back hundreds of years, all of this with the beautiful scenery that only Spain can offer. Spanish property is easy to purchase. Owning property in Spain is such an easy process that it does not require residency. In fact, if you purchase property, it allows you to easily obtain residency if you do decide to live beyond the 90 days you are normally allowed. Cons. You will need to speak more than just basic Spanish. This will be determined by the area in which you make your home. Overall, knowing and speaking Spanish will be a good idea. This will also be a good idea even if you are among other expats. You need to realize that the papers you fill out will be in Spanish. Knowing Spanish will allow you to understand what everything says before you sign anything. Accepting the bureaucratic process. If you decide to live in Spain, you will need to be accustomed to the bureaucratic process. This means you will have a pile of papers to fill out, which will take time to complete. Plus, you should expect to miss a detail or two as you complete everything. The good thing, though, is that when everything is said and done correctly, there will be no need to redo anything later. Spain is filled with traditions, heritage, and culture that have been formulated throughout the country's long history. The first thing to know is that Spain includes the Spanish language, which is behind the most widely spoken English language. The second thing to be aware of is the tremendous amount of traditions and culture. Greetings. When you come across somebody in Spain, you will likely present a greeting. Giving a greeting is a fundamental piece of Spanish culture, and you will often hear greetings such as hello when you see someone you have never met before, as well as giving a handshake. If you recognize the individual in the past, then you can expect a stronger shake along with a shoulder pat. When you are familiar with an individual, then you can expect a kiss on the cheeks and a hug. Festivals and parties. As part of the long history seen within Spain, the country makes sure that festivals and parties are plentiful. When it comes to celebrating, a huge one is seen as Holy Week, Semana Santa, which represents Christ's Passion as seen with the many processions that occur throughout the week. Another one is the Day of the Three Kings, El Día de Reyes Magos. This celebration is countrywide and is centered on children. As part of the celebration, the children are given gifts as parades are enjoyed. Besides these celebrations, other popular Spain attractions include the running with the bulls in Pamplona and the huge tomato fight, which can be found in La Tomatina. These highly popular festivals are among the most popular and bring in millions of people to celebrate the traditions. If you are not from the EU, then you need to be aware of the rules governing Spain residency. Your residency may be dependent upon which NONEU country you hail from and the fact that you only need a tourist visa for 90 days. While being in Spain as a tourist, you can buy a property and never apply for residency as long as you exit the country following your 90-day stay. When you buy a property and wish to stay for a longer period of time, then you must apply for a long-stay visa at a Spain consulate in your country. A long-stay visa will be good for a year and is renewable. Your amount of time within Spain will determine the type of long-stay visa you are issued. For a retiree making Spain their home, then the visa known as non-lucrative will be your best option for securing residency. When you obtain property for residency purposes, you need to ensure that the value is at least 500,000 euros. When you have this amount in property, then residency will be granted to you. Spain healthcare. Prior to traveling to Spain, it is a good idea to have Spain Travel Health to cover any medical expenses while in Spain. Plus, it may be part of Spain's entry requirements or Spain's travel restrictions. While you are a resident in Spain, you will need to register with Spain's national health system known as the Seguridad Social. As you are waiting for your residency to be approved, you will need to be seen through a private hospital for all of your healthcare needs. Having a nice cost of living means that you will be living with more but spending less and enjoying the value that it brings. In fact, you will be spending less on the things that you enjoy the most back home. Minimum amount for single individuals. Living single in Spain means you can live comfortably with a monthly income of 1,000 euros. For 1,000 euros, your rent, food, and utilities would be covered. After paying for these, you can consider other needs such as entertainment. Minimum amount for a couple. A couple living in Spain on a monthly income of 2,000 euro will be comfortable. This is regardless of buying a property or renting. This amount will also allow the couple to enjoy eating out and having a nice active lifestyle. Depending on where the couple resides, the monthly amount may even be less than 2,000 euros and make a living even more comfortably. Job opportunities. If you are not retirement age, then you may be looking to work while living in Spain. If a job is in your future, then you need to be aware that the workday is longer than normal. This is always due to the fact that Spaniards take a long siesta for lunchtime. This long break can last for as long as 3 hours. The workday is not your typical 8-hour shift, although the average worker starts at 9 a.m., they will almost always include a long break before heading home at 8 p.m. You can expect an average salary to be quite low. This low average is a little more than 22,000 euros in Spain's money and is considered to be for a job that pays well. It is believed that close to 95% of the Spain population are fluent in Spanish as either a second language or native speaker. Besides that, more than 10% of Spaniards have some level of English speaking. Knowing this, you may run into someone who will be able to communicate with you if you need any help getting around. The normal Spanish that we often refer to in Spain is known as Castilian Spanish. This type of Spanish originates from northern Spain from when the Kingdom of Castile existed. If you dream of living in Spain, get started today. For more articles, visit expatrace.com.